I thought our guys played hard. Offensively, clearly, we made mistakes. We had too many turnovers. We jumped a couple times when we shouldn't have. We had a block in the back. That time, Devin had a real good return, so that negated that. Their fake field goal, we would normally be in a safe position as far as that goes, but it's 4th and 11. I don't expect them to do that. I could have. That was my call, so that score is on me. I couldn't be prouder of the way the defense played. I think the defense has had one hell of a season, especially the way they improved over the span of the season. I think we've had great special teams all year. Again, the fake field goal they beat us on, that's my fault. But we've done a good job with that all season. And the bottom line is we made a very big deal about our seniors, the guys that are playing with us for the last time. And the leadership, they're the guys that came in with me. And the leadership that they've been able to provide to help us get where, frankly, we have gotten to, was something we're always going to be incredibly grateful for. So today was their last game, and we made it very, very clear to them that they're very much responsible for where we are today. And as they leave, the legacy that the younger guys inherit is something that they got to be able to live up to. And as we move up in the conference, that's just a matter of continuing to grow, continue to get better, continue to do all those things. But I was proud of our guys today. Well, we made some mistakes. We played hard. And it wasn't that long ago we were 2-2. And for us to overcome I just finished my 24th season as a football coach, and never in all 24 years have I ever been part of any team that's had the adversity that we've had with regards to penalties. Not penalties, with regards to injuries. And for us to run the table and for us to finish 10-2, one of the best teams in the history of the school, is something I'm incredibly proud of. I'm incredibly proud of that. I'm proud of the coaches. A lot of coaches would use that as an excuse. Well, we didn't do well because we're playing with our 7th-string guy. The reality is, what you've got to be able to do is, every athlete on your team has things that he's good at, every one of them. So what you've got to be able to do as a coach, you've got to be able to adapt and adjust to the skill sets that particular athlete has. I think our guys did a great job of that. I think we did a great job of that offensively. I think we did a great job of that defensively. I think we do a good job of that with regard to special teams. I mean, I could not be prouder of these guys to be able to finish the way they finished and have the type of season that we just had. Okay, beat me up. Ask me some tough ones.
What was your message to the team going into this one?
This was kind of this was going to be the last game for the guys that began here with us. You look at where we were 5-6 years ago. You look at where we've come from since then. They take tremendous pride in that. So a couple of them may have an opportunity to be able to play at the next level, but most of them are not going to have that opportunity. So today was the last college football game that every one of them had, and it's probably the last football game that many of them had. And they worked so hard to put us, frankly, make us a nationally elite team at the FCS level. We wanted to make sure they were going out in a blaze of glory, kind of with everything that we had. And then it was the responsibility of the younger guys who were inheriting their legacy to make sure they're doing what they need to do to kind of support them. So that was the message.
Coach, based on how this season went, do you believe the program's ready to move up to the next level and will be able to compete at that level next year?
There's never been any question in my mind whether or not we can compete at the next level. We can 100% compete at the next level. And I expect us, frankly, we should be able to compete, sooner rather than later. We got the guys that have been banged up this year. We got to see what happens with them in the offseason in terms of them coming back. We got to see kind of what we're able to recruit to as far as maybe some older guys that might be able to help us. But we're going to be able to compete at the next level. In fact, I'm thinking maybe we should challenge Alabama. I'm thinking about doing that. They got to come here. You've already done that. Yeah, I did. I have done that. Yeah, I've done that. I'm still getting hate mail from them. I've been told that from fans in Alabama that I should be fired for calling out Coach Saban, and I should apologize. I haven't done that yet.
Coach, can you kind of talk about this 20 senior group? What attributes have they left the program? Especially this year, was their talent, their skill, their leadership, handling adversity? What are you going to remember most out of this class?
Certainly they have talent. Certainly they have skills. Certainly they've been able to handle adversity. We're the only program in the nation that doesn't have rules. But we do have a standard. That standard is an incredibly high one. You stand on your own 2 feet. You take responsibility for yourself. My children are here. That's the way they were raised. You treat others with dignity and respect, and you recognize you're going to live with your consequences. I have found, I've had a chance to coach a lot of guys in my life, and I had a lot of people I worked with on Wall Street. And the players that come into the program, probably 90% of them have a subconscious sense of entitlement. And somebody's going to bail them out. Somebody's going to take care of them. But for them to really, truly be happy in life, they got to feel good about who they are. They got to be productive. And they're not going to do that if they can't take responsibility for themselves. So the idea of BAM, and I want to be clear on this because I think our guys know what this means, but this is not some being a man. It's not some macho tough guy thing. A man, a real woman, a real leader, stands on their own 2 feet, takes responsibility for themselves, treats others with dignity and respect, and lives with the consequences of their actions. Great leaders that I know have that quality. Great men, great women that I know have that quality. Just in our program, we've got 120 guys that are players. We've got another 30 or so coaches and interns that are male. So the 150 males, being a man was part of that. But that's not some macho tough guy thing. That standard, and for our guys to be able to live up with that and do what they've done over the span of these last several years and do what they did this year in front of the adversity that we've had, that's the commitment. It's 100% of the time. But there's a special standard around BAM, and that'll be what I'm most proud of with regards to the guys. That's what I'll think about as they go forward in their lives. The longer they can hold on to BAM, the more they can live with that, the better off they're going to be.
Going back to today, the rushing game was at 250 yards. You know, just what was the key there today?
I think our offensive line did a good job blocking. I mean, we had too many turnovers, though. Our offensive line wanted doing a good job blocking. Again, we've got good backs. You know, Hop was able to extend his record and, finished up, I think, with a great game. That's a great way for him to finish his college career. We're certainly proud of what he's been able to accomplish. The other thing that people don't notice is that, I mean, you may not notice this, we're not throwing the ball 40 times a game anymore. But watch our receivers and how well they block. They are always downfield. They're always going after it. They're always blocking. So the combination of all those things are part of it. And then again, trying to create a system that is appropriate for the talent that we have at quarterback.
D'Angelo, talk about kind of your emotions now, last game of your career, and, kind of reflect back on what this is all meant to be.
Man, it's still surreal right now. I still feel like it's Friday and we about to go to the hotel. Like, I don't want to believe that it's over with, but, man, my time here has been amazing. It's been a blessing just to know, like, where I come from and just to be able to do the things that I've been able to accomplish. And knowing I wasn't able to do it all by myself, but, man, it's just been a blessing, man. And it's still surreal right now. It hasn't synced in yet. I'm sure it'll hit me on sometime later on today, but I don't know. It's still crazy to believe.
What kind of legacy do you feel like you and the other seniors have left for this program?
I think overall, the legacy that we wanted to leave was just being this standard. Just being a guy that when people wake up in the morning, well, they need somebody to lean on, somebody to look at, well, he working hard, so I need to work hard too. So just being that guy that attacks it 100% every day, the guy that's always there, that's never late, the guy that's always working hard no matter what. Just giving it everything you got. Just for the guys to see that, I think that's the type of legacy we want to leave. Like, just give it everything you got. Take advantage of every opportunity that you get.
Of all the accomplishments that you've had over your career here, both as a team and individually, what do you think is going to stick with you the most?
Man, beyond the records, man, just the friendships I've been able to have over the past few years. I remember when CJ came on his visit, like, me and Quinn hosted him, man. So he was a little knucklehead a couple years ago. But he got right. And, he's been a phenomenal player this year and last year. And, man, just the growth of the guys over the past few years, I've been able to see personally myself because I've been here so long. One of the main reasons why I came back this year. So it's definitely been a blessing. God has been blessing this team. As you can see, we ended 10-2 with our 7th-string quarterback. So, man, these guys are special, and I'll forever remember them.
CJ, what are you going to take away with not just past the skills, but what are you going to take away from this experience of college athletics?
What I'm going to take away is just the growth of a man that I've become. I learned to be more accountable for myself. When I came in, I'm not going to lie to you, I wasn't the best, teammate, and I grew as a man. They gave me a couple chances here and there, but I took advantage of them, and I just grew and became a better player and just learned how to be an actual football player, actually get in my playbook and actually play the game, and I've really grown from there. So,
What advice would you have then to an incoming freshman for next year?
don't take any of this time here for granted because it goes by so fast, especially if you don't redshirt. So come in, attack, don't worry about the women and going out and having a good time. Attack football. You're here for football in school, so that's what I tell them boys, the little wisdom that I got.
Do you have any final thoughts that you want to leave the team before you graduate?
The final thoughts is just continue to win. We've been winning since I came here, and we're winning now, and just keep it up and continue to be hungry, and that's it.
CJ, the defense made a lot of strides this year. Do you think they're better prepared to move up to the next level based on the new schemes and different things you guys accomplished?
Well, the new D coordinator we have, Coach Matthews, his mindset is just balls to the wall, just go. I mean, we're in practice, tired, just running every day, and that philosophy really has changed us as a defense this year. We're swarming to the ball every play. We get tired, somebody come in, So them boys gonna be pretty young next year as far as secondary and linebackers, and I think they're gonna be okay because Coach Matthews gonna get them right.
Steve, while the defense didn't get a defensive touchdown today, you guys did tack on another special teams touchdown, making it 10 for the season. That's up there with Alabama. What does that say that a small FCS school like us can put up numbers like the national championship team like Bama?
Well, I think that just shows that any given Saturday, like anybody can play. So as long as you got some balls out there hungry to make plays and be the greatest and play for each other and be accountable, anybody can make plays and anybody can be great. So.
First of all, just reflect on your time here and this season, and what you're going to take from this whole experience here.
I know when I first got here, everyone tells you that you got to take advantage of your time because it goes by pretty quick. And each year it's like one like less year, but you never really think about it until it hits you. And like tonight, especially, it's going by pretty quick because I didn't have that red shirt year, so it's going by pretty fast for me for sure. I think that this past year, I felt like a more like a nice team bond, like leader, like cohesiveness, I guess you would say, of the team that I never felt as much. And then being a leader, this year, I guess also helped out with that. That's what I think I'm going to take away. I got a lot of good friends and stuff on the team that are really going to be good friends with the rest of my life. And yeah.
Where do you got? I know you guys aren't playing postseason. Just where do you guys feel this team will rank in the history of Coastal Carolina?
I mean, like you said, we can't postseason, but I think this is one of the best teams we've had in the 14 years I think the program's been here. I wish we did have some postseason because that would have been nice to see what happened this year. But unfortunately, we can't do that because we're moving up. But I think this year we had, even though we had some injuries and a lot of stuff going on like that, we still adapted and adjusted and had some guys step up this year that made a big difference.
Oh, my bad. What was the question?
Just where do you feel this team will rank? Just among all the teams that have played here.
I don't see why it wouldn't rank as one of the greatest teams that came here. We finished 10-2 with a tough schedule. Played a few top 10 teams in the country. Lost by 1 point to both. Played a good Furman team and beat them out the water. Same with Liberty. I don't see why it wouldn't rank high. But end of the day, everybody just gave it everything they got, regardless of what happened. Our mentality was next man up, regardless of who went down. The defense played out of their minds this year. They bailed the offense out so many times, I don't even want to list them. But the defense played great. Special teams did great. Offense, we came along and we did everything we had to do to try to put some points on the board this year. But like I said, I don't see why I wouldn't rank as one of the best teams that came here.